Now, when that happens, I am most concerned for the entry level and first time home buyers. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sir here, bringing you the latest and greatest from the world of real estate. And as you know, our market is always tossing us surprises, but today we're diving into some seriously juicy stuff. So grab your coffee, your latte, your water, whatever it may be you have, because we're about to unravel a big shift happening right now in the real estate market. First up, let's talk about mortgage rates. You know how everyone's been panicking about the sky-high mortgage rates? Well, hold on to your hats because mortgage rates are dropping fast. We've seen nearly a 1% drop in the past few weeks. Imagine just a month ago where rates were soaring right around 8%. Now we're eyeing rates just below 7%. We're talking rates in the 6% range. Now, this just isn't a number on the page. This is an absolute game changer for buyers, investors, and even sellers out there. And we'll touch on that in just a little bit. But before we touch on that, I want to talk about a little twist. Please don't expect people to flood to the market just because the rates dropped some. It's December. And you know, during December, you have the holiday vibes. Nobody's really trying to move. And we're speaking nationally now. It's typically cold. And nobody typically wants to move during the holidays and during the cold. People like to move when it's convenient for them. Because of that, people aren't scrambling to go rush to buy homes. So all of my housing bears expecting a huge demand in the market, I don't quite see that. But to you bulls out there thinking housing is going to crash, I don't see that either because, again, rates are coming down, opening up more affordability for people right on the fringes. Now, I recently did a YouTube short or Instagram reel talking about how commercial players are now moving into the residential field, a la Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is really big, or has been for the last 10 to 15 years, really big on apartments and large commercial deals. Well, he's seeing the value in residential real estate and fourplexes. You know, that duplex, that triplex, that fourplex, because it's all a numbers game. And that's what I try to explain on this channel, is that real estate is just a game. It's an affordability game, but it's also a supply and demand game. Most people get so caught up on affordability that they forget about the supply demand side of things when they factor in what's happening in the real estate market. But Grant Cardone is seeing the value in residential multi-units because it is just more affordable to get into. And with the new guidelines, with loans, it's easier to get into a multi-family unit than it was in the past, because now you only need 5% down as opposed to the 20+% you needed just 4 or 5 months ago. So please believe me, there's going to be a huge difference between what happens in commercial real estate and residential real estate. Commercial real estate is going to take a hit. It's taking a hit right now, but it's going to take a hit for the next 3 to 5 years. Residential, we'll get into that in just a second because we have to talk about supply and demand. Now, one of the largest single family investors here in the United States is saying that we as a country, the United States, is short 4 to 5 million single family homes to meet demand. Now, Logan and Housing Wire has been saying this for almost 7 to 9 months now, that we have just an unhealthy housing market. There's just not enough supply to meet demand. And when you look into the future and see where that demand is coming from, it's coming from millennials who are becoming of age and have either wanting to start a family or who have already started a family and they're bursting at the seams. So regardless if it is the best time to buy a home, they're doing so they can spread their wings and have more space as a family. And there's just not enough single family homes to meet the demand. Boomers who aren't selling their home, so that's causing less inventory to come to the market. They're not going to that nursing home or to that care facility. They're staying in their home longer. So we don't have supply coming from them. So one of the largest single family investors here in our country, along with myself, are slightly fearful that prices are going to go up because there's just not enough supply to meet the demand. And how we're kind of at a tipping point and a bit of a crisis when it comes to housing supply. So what does this all mean for the future of real estate? Well, brace yourselves. You might not see a significant change in our housing dynamics until 2025, 2026, even maybe 2027. You see, rates might dip low, that's already happening, but with less supply, what happens? When rates go lower, that just means there's more demand, more people can afford the homes on the market. But with less supply or little supply, we'll see not a repeat of COVID, but a slight uptick, just like during COVID. Well, COVID, there was a huge uptick, but a slight uptick in pricing, because when rates come down, that unlocks affordability for a lot of people that were sitting on the sidelines. And they're still competing over a very limited amount of homes. Now, I'm speaking nationally. Your locale or where you're looking to buy may have an influx of inventory. We see a lot of inventory in Texas, but other parts of the country, we still are working on very constrained inventory. So when demand comes, that means prices will probably go up. Now, when that happens, I am most concerned for the entry level and first-time home buyers, because they're seeing home prices go up and homes become smaller. You see, builders are actually building smaller homes but asking for a premium. So you have that dynamic at work right now, and that's why I am concerned with the first-time home buyer, entry home buyers right now that are waiting to buy, because I believe either they're going to be priced out of the market or they're going to get a significantly smaller home than what they envision. Now, I'm not here just to dump information on you. I want you to think about how this may impact your plans and strategy for 2024. Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? These shifts in the market matter if you are. And remember, in real estate, timing and knowledge is everything. So keep your eyes open, stay informed, but be ready to pivot when the market calls for it. I hope you found this video useful. Go ahead and smash that like button. And if you found this useful, consider subscribing to the page. I'm Sir Ashley, your real estate advisor. Talk soon.